I need like a whole stand to hold stuff because my phone keeps falling. Okay, listen. Today at church, the pastor said he reminded us that the joy of the Lord is our strength. And something, I've heard that verse over and over and over again, but something clicked today in this season that we're in. Okay, stay with me. I'm trying to get all my thoughts together because when he said it, you know how things like, okay, here it is. Scientifically speaking, we can only think of one thing at a time in our conscious brain. Now, subconsciously, there's things just, but we can only think of one thing at a time. That's why it's so hard to multitask a lot of times, because we're trying to do one thing and we're trying to think of another thing, and we can only physically, in our conscious brain, think of one thing at a time. Okay, I haven't been thinking about the joy of the Lord. I have felt very run down, very beaten down. I know a lot of you have. I'm getting messages. Especially, I know I've said it, but during the season, we're just like bombarded with all kind of stuff. When he said that, it kind of hit me of what has been my one thought in my mind, because I can only think of one thing at a time, right? So my one thought in my mind has not been about God's love and God's salvation. It's been about other things. Here it is. Nothing can separate us from the love of God. Nothing. Listen, catch this. Nothing. Not powers, not principalities, not angels, not height, not death, not mean relatives during Christmas time, not the anxiety of trying to find the perfect present, not people not liking us, not the hustle and bustle of running. Nothing can separate us from the love of Jesus. And that's where the joy comes in. The joy of the Lord is our strength. I am on my way to heaven. What about you? That's where my strength comes from. Knowing who loves me and where I'm going. And if I have not been thinking about that, then where is my strength? What? Because the joy of the Lord is my strength. And I haven't been thinking about that. That has not been the thought in my mind. Because remember, scientifically, we can only think about one thing at a time. Have I thought about that at all this month? No. I've thought about Jesus' birth. I've thought about what it meant. I've thought about things like that. But have I thought about the joy of the Lord is my strength? The joy that I'm going to heaven? The joy that He loves me? The joy that nothing can separate me from that love? Ah! Whoa! I mean, like, I'm like strengthened up. You better catch this in your spirit, as my friend Shakira says. You need some strength. You need some strength, then you need the joy of the Lord. Think about where you're going. Where you're on your way to. Nothing can separate you from the love of God. And if you are saved, then you're on your way to heaven. Even if you're not saved and you're watching this, let me tell you, He still loves you. He loves you. Nothing can make Him love you any less, but He wants you up there with Him. So if you don't know you're going, then I want you to get with me or somebody, because you need to know where you're going. I just thought I'd throw that in there. I mean, I didn't even know where that came from. The Holy Spirit didn't tell me to say that. It wasn't supposed to be a message about salvation, but that's the most important thing. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Like, I feel strength. Like, seriously, I'm like fixing to get this thing going. When I say this thing going, I mean, my joy back up. I don't mean like I'm going to go fight. I am fighting the devil, though, because he's got to go. He messed with the wrong person this month. Wrong one. It's on like Donkey Kong. He messed up with the wrong person. Okay.